when I'm doing a water repetitive motion.
You working?
We'll put that.
Okay, great.
Is it working?
Okay, great.
Voice stuff.
Otherwise, I have to go get my laptop and connect it. Alrighty. Devotion for today, devotion and prayers, comes from volume 3 of Every Moment Holy. This is a liturgy for those distressed by intrusive thoughts. Here I am again, O Lord, crying out to you as those thoughts assail me, tormenting me, upending what I thought I knew. I do not know why these particular thoughts are sticky. Though they do not indicate my heart's desire, they have taken up residence in my mind and filled my body with fear. A broken record of what ifs, an endless stream, unbidden, unwanted, yet so hard to dismiss, darkening and distorting my hope. I am so tired of this. Will you grow tired of me? O you of endless patience? How I want peace from this suffering, that I would relent and give me rest. But I cannot turn off my mind, and I cannot escape this cycle of thoughts and fears by mere brain power. You will not abandon me to these thoughts, or leave me to drown in anxiety. You bid me come to you, even as you draw close to me. With each new thought, may I take up anew your invitation to come to you and find shelter under your wing. With as much confidence to come as though each time were the first, knowing you never tire to hear from your children, no matter how repetitive our prayers. You are not distressed by any thought, no matter how dark, twisted, or false, and neither are you sacred or repulsed. When your mind swirls and fear consumes, give me the endurance to keep on, even if the anxiety remains, even if the worst case comes true, or the what-ifs are proven right. Remind me that my hope is in you alone, Lord Christ. My confidence is not in my own ability to have a clear head, and a calm spirit, or a quiet mind, but rather in you, the very foundation of my confidence. You are bigger than these fears and kinder than these thoughts. I can press deeper into the uncertainty because you are with me, whether I feel you or not. Armed with this truth, help me take the next step, moving outward from my inner chaos towards other in love and service, even if these thoughts scream for me to pay attention to them instead. As I choose to devalue these thoughts and reject their hold on me, help me to take the risk of being wrong, O Christ, but let me rest in you, for my doubts are no match for your mercy. May I trade this obsessing, which I do to seek peace, but which never brings relief, for a deeper trust in your kindness. For though you may not dispel my fears, they at least coincide with your presence. The liturgy for joy in good works. O Lord, renew our spirit and draw our hearts to you, that our work may not be a burden but a delight. Give us such a mighty love for you that our obedience will be sweet. Let us not serve you with the spirit of bondage as slaves, but with the cheerfulness and gladness of children, delighting ourselves in you and rejoicing in your work. Amen.
Amen.
Any correspondence, please?
No correspondence.
No correspondence. Review of minutes and reports. Any questions? This time your pastor did actually write a report because I forgot last month. Nobody mentioned it to me until accept the reports as presented.
Motion.
Nicholas, seconded by Barb. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Very good. Next order of business is to schedule our next council meeting. Currently, our next council meeting is scheduled for April the 19th.
April?
April the 19th at 12:30.
Should be okay.
And see no conflicts. Very good. Let us schedule our next meeting for April 19th. Follow up with membership roll call phone. Roll phone calls. That's weirdly phrased.
I need a, new phone number for Rosemary, the one I had is not working, I used Messenger, but that hasn't gotten an answer either.
Rosemary? Oh,
Okay. Michelle, did you have a chance to speak with Ross?
Yes, I did. His words, he would be very interested in a project like that.
Okay. Very good.
So I don't know what the next step is, who else is involved or to,
Mm-hmm.
to contact him, but I have his number and
Yes.
whatever. So
Fantastic.
as soon as you're,
As soon as we're ready to get the ball rolling. We have an update on that as well, sort of. It's not on here, but it's sort of on here. Great.
For the role, has anybody heard from Phyllis Wade?
I have not, and I'll be honest, this last month I did not reach out in the last 3 weeks.
Okay.
It's been 3 weeks since the last council.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we should probably add her to the homebound list.
Phyllis?
Mm-hmm.
I do see her on Facebook from time to time, but she
What-
posts, so she's there.
We're talking to Susan Collins, because Susan keeps in contact with Phyllis. Phyllis very seldom leaves her house anymore, so
Okay.
I would put her homebound.
The Phils?
Bodie, did you
Were you
Get in
talking
touch.
to?
did you get in touch with the Phils again?
with who?
The Phils?
No, I haven't. Haven't.
And Kip and Rochelle Douglas.
That was on my list.
Yeah, oh,
Right.
yeah. No,
No,
okay.
Okay. For right now, we'll table the review and approval of new continuing resolutions, policies, and I haven't been able to edit them since our last council meeting, so we'll pick them up on next council. I do want to give you an update on the Detroit Street house before Barb brings it up.
TV.
So I have been, Greg and I did a measurements as requested by my father in order to get better blueprints out. We now have, so Ross says he's on board, Greg and Mark are on board to be on his team to help design it. So the communication needs to happen there. We do, as part of our insurance, need to have electrical inspections for both properties, actually. So we'll have to have that done before August. But other than that, that's where that stands.
Before August or
Yeah. I know it does, our policy doesn't come out until April, but the letter they sent says August.
Okay.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
do have a question. Design, is this a design just on renovation?
Right now, my father's trying to create blueprints of what it is right now, since we don't have those or can't see those or
Okay.
don't have anything that we can easily work off of. And then that, what we can manipulate to
Okay.
design it to a little bit better. I am, on a personal level, having a little bit more concerns regarding what we're able to do, versus both what we're able to do by physical standards with the, where wall placements are, what bearing walls exist, etc. And, from a financial standpoint, I think if we were to just renovate its current floor plan. I don't think we have a problem with finance-wise, but changing its interior design a little bit might cause more of a, or higher cost to it.
What's the basement like on that house?
The basement is not bad. It
Is it dry?
seeps. No, it's not flooded.
Okay.
Okay. But it's not completely dry. When Greg and I went over, we did take a look at that basement. The cracks in the basement were wet, like with the natural thawing, seeping up a little bit, but no standing water anywhere. There was no seeping in the walls. It definitely needs some work, but what all part of the house doesn't.
Yeah.
So is there a possibility we might have to go back to the congregation to ask for more money?
There is that possibility.
It may have been that way even just with the renovation.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was.
We'll have to see.
yeah,
Yeah.
just because of the cost of everything going up.
The county didn't happen to have the submitted blueprint drawings from when it was built?
So I just learned when I was at council meeting 2 Mondays. Was it last Monday? The 9th.
It was, yes, it was last month.
When I was at council meeting that they made a resolution or something, making no fee to make copies. So I didn't know that the county even had that, or that the city even has that. So I'm gonna stop with Jennifer at the city and see if they have blueprints, or maybe the county does.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to,
Yeah.
before your father spends an inordinate amount of time that may not be
Oh, that's what
necessary.
he loves to do, but yeah.
Yeah, you don't
I
really know.
I do. Yes, I do.
Cause I think our blueprints are with the county,
They are.
Yeah.
but it doesn't show, obviously they haven't updated the blueprints from when it was renovated. Cause according to them, only have one bathroom.
Right. So we can see
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
the county has compared to what's actually
Right.
there, and my
Yeah.
father can then adjust.
right.
Okay. I was just curious.
Is there gonna be a committee or
Yes.
a group?
There is a group. It consists of myself, Greg Betteridge, Mark Lytle, and now Ross
Okay,
What's Ross's last name?
Ministo.
cause I'd like to be on that.
You wanna be on that committee too?
Mhm.
Okay.
You keep those men under
You
control.
are so appointed to that committee then. Yeah. So, okay.
Okay,
Once I get figured out, we'll now set a time that everybody can meet and we'll start talking about what the process. Now, any other questions regarding Detroit Street? And the parsonage project? Okay, great. I want to give you an update on the solar panel completion. As I mentioned this morning, the solar panels are installed. They are creating power. We can monitor some power that is being done. When they were here, they were having a little bit of a difficulty connecting what are called the inverters. If you were to go out to where the meter is back here, you're gonna see 3 brand new white boxes. These are what the inverters do. How solar panel works is the solar energy works with the special chemical or whatever it is in the solar panel itself to create DC or direct current. And the inverters then change it from the DC to what AC is that's in our outlets, such like that. We are able to monitor one inverter right now, but I'm not sure if we're able to monitor all 3 monitors. So they are working. So the physical side, it's all working just fine. It's just how we're able to monitor it. There's not very good signal back there for both Wi-Fi or cellular, so that's why they're having a hard time connecting the inverters to the monitoring stations, which then sends it to our iPad. But we can see at least a little bit of what we are producing.
Oh, that's something, man, I was looking at it, going, it's not producing very much. That's
Yeah.
only one,
That's only one inverter.
That's 1/3.
That's probably actually, I don't know which inverter it is, but that might be even one of the smaller panels.
Can't
setups.
hard wire into the network?
Can't do that. But I am gonna try to, but they said I can get a Wi-Fi extender,
Yeah.
which I need down in that classroom anyway. It's kinda shaky, especially if we were to stream anything. Put a Wi-Fi extender down there and then connect to them that way.
Yeah.
So does something else have to be done to get the other 2 to work, or?
They work, it's just we're not able to see how much they work.
They're not reporting.
Exactly. So the Wi-Fi extender, down there we should be able to help that.
You can get one for less than $100.
I know, yeah, I know. It's-
How does it work to, I mean, I'm kind of like
No, it's fine.
totally dumb to all that
No
stuff.
questions.
But how does it, take away from the electric bill and,
So
you know,
so all the energy that we produce will go onto the grid, the electric grid.
okay,
And then we consume an X amount of power.
okay.
Whatever we produce that is greater than that will just go out onto the lines
Okay.
to somewhere else. Whatever we use that is
So
less
you mean
than that,
if there's,
it comes-
if
it's
we
still
are
out here.
using as much as we're producing, somebody else gets it?
correct, exactly.
Oh, I hope it goes all the
Maybe
way
it's
down to
good,
the
send it-
corner.
Send it to your house, send it to your house.
Unfortunately, it doesn't help your bills at all, it just helps us.
Oh, okay.
And it only, is on the production side, but
Do you have any idea how much, like, are we using what we're getting, or are we getting enough to use, or?
right now, I don't have those numbers, since we can't monitor that completely. But I'd say we are using more than we are producing right now, because of,
You can check the electric company's meter and see if it's spinning.
yes, you could,
That's your way to tell.
Okay.
yeah, and but yes, right now, if you wanted to, you can
You can do the old
look at
fashioned
that.
style, go outside.
The
and
meter will
watch.
actually spin
Watch the-
backwards if we are
It's
pushing
the old fashioned
one
spins.
out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, do we get reimbursed for that at the end of the year?
It comes as a credit within our,
Right.
electric bill,
Okay.
yes.
So we do get credit for the excess we produce?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, so, we're, we were told, how we kind of sold it to the congregation, and what's good about the electricity is during the summer months, we're gonna be producing, especially when it's sunny, we're gonna be producing far more than we are going to be using, which then pushes a lot more energy out onto the grid. During the winter months, or when it's cloudy, we use more than we produce, so we draw from the grid. It should be net zero in a 12-month span.
Once it gets established, because it's a process, it will balance itself out.
Correct, it's so we're talking 12 months from, I'm gonna say April.
Yeah.
So in 12 months from April, we should have now a hopefully balanced bill. And I wanna remind you that we might still have electric bills that we have to pay, because the distribution side doesn't change. This is all production, but production hopefully will
Right.
balance out the distribution.
We should probably see our electric bill cut in half, if not less.
It should be soon, or
Yeah.
it should be, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we did the budget for 2026, we didn't put it at the full 100% of what we budget, of what our usage is, we said about 75%. Which should, hopefully, in the next 12 months, make us under budget on electric.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm glad we put it at 75 since we had to pay the first three,
Yes.
basically 3 months.
Indeed. Okay. So that is our, so we will be soon, writing the last check for Opal, as soon as I get their invoice.
Alright.
Any other old business for the good of the congregation and council? Okay. New business, still need one other person to go to Synod Assembly. Barb and I had an interesting time last Sunday, at Messiah Lyndhurst. I've never been a rostered minister or lay person at a Synod Assembly where they're electing a bishop. So I don't know if this is a normal practice on what they did. I doubt it, because it sounded to me that it was very new even to the bishop election committee. Do you wanna say anything about it?
No, I thought it was very interesting. We had a handout that asked us some questions, and we all talked about what we expected from a bishop, and, I didn't know anybody in there, so, it was just, it just made me think about, what I would want from a bishop, you know, on a personal level, so
Mhm.
it was interesting.
Mm.
I asked Pastor if they were gonna have white smoke go up when we elected one in June, but we'll wait and see.
We'll wait and see. That's June. That's a June time.
Which assembly was this that you went to Friday, this past one?
It was a
Was it-
bishop-elect what is it called?
Preliminary.
Pre-nomination bishop meeting.
Bishop pre-nomination.
So they were basically soliciting feedback in order to nominate the correct individual before Synod
And
Assembly.
they told us that there would be probably 100 names
Yes.
by the time we get to the actual process, and then they'll start weeding out from those 100 names, and some people won't wanna do it.
So
You
is
know,
this
so-
a totally, like, new bishop?
It's possibility.
I mean, is Elizabeth Eaton still in, or is she,
No, this is
she's gone now, or?
this is for our synod.
Okay.
Bishop Barbens is our
Okay.
current bishop. She is open and has, I think, will accept a nomination if nominated again. But Bishop Eaton is no longer even our presiding bishop. Bishop Yahiel Curry is.
Yeah.
So it sounds like it'll be interesting if anybody wants to volunteer to go in
Yeah.
June.
It will be interesting.
Mhm.
We had a chance to lift up some names so that the nominating committee even has some place to start with names, and as well as you said, what we are looking for a bishop, and any questions that we could potentially ask.
So is this, does this need to be somebody that's, what do I wanna say, like an established minister, or?
I think
To be
yes.
a bishop,
Yeah.
Yes.
you do have to be a rostered minister of word and sacrament, which is a pastor rather than a deacon.
Right, okay.
It could be a retired person, but I don't know if any retired pastor would come out of retirement to be a bishop.
And there's unlimited terms.
It's what?
It is actually.
Unlimited
Unlimited
terms.
terms?
It is unlimited
Okay.
terms, which is
And
not what I thought.
what area does it cover?
Northeast Ohio goes from east
Like Akron,
Cleveland,
Akron?
not quite to not to Toledo area, West Cleveland, parts of West Cleveland, to south of Akron, over to south of Youngstown.
Okay.
If you were to take
So
Ohio,
that's the quarter of the state.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you were to take
The
Ohio,
northeast quarter,
pretty
basically,
much,
yeah.
yeah, and if you were, and
Cleveland?
it does, most of the GSLC churches in Cleveland, I think some do fall within the western Ohio, or northwestern Ohio synod. But yeah, if you were to take Ohio, split it right in half, bottom of that would be all of southern Ohio, the top half would be split into northeast and northwest. That's pretty much how it's set up. There are some weird intricacies, but otherwise, yeah. Okay. So we need one other person to go to Synod Assembly.
Preferably male.
Preferably male, but I'm starting to drop that requirement because I really would like at least 2 people to go for this important meeting.
What's the date again?
June 5th and 6th. It's a 2-day assembly. It's a Friday and a
End of your
Saturday.
school year.
Yeah, they don't want that
That's
date.
my husband's birthday.
Yeah. So, consider it yourself.
Jerry keeps saying, I volunteered to do that, but, you know, so,
Yeah, he's just blowing smoke.
I know he is.
It will be it will be interesting. I guarantee you that. It won't be a boring assembly because there will be people who will fight for their candidate.
I think the one I went to, there was a bishop election.
Yeah.
It was dynamic.
Yes. So, and there's also a bunch of good learning opportunities
11
there
years ago.
as well. All right. So as I said, think about it. Think of people that you want to talk to. Please ask them before nominating them. You don't have to have the congregation approve them. You can approve them via council. Okay.
I had to be approved by the congregation.
I'd rather the congregation approve them.
He actually,
But I'm not gonna have a congregational meeting just for approval of,
I'm
nominating.
just kidding.
You're gonna be on 3 years, you know that,
That's
right?
just 'cause you happen to volunteer in the middle of a meeting.
I heard that, okay.
That's what the term is. Ask Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Moving on, Bishop invitation in June. Now that our solar panels are complete, and all our major projects for the most part are done, I'd like to invite the bishop to come, as well as the Creation Care Affinity Group. This is a group that is specifically for people who are interested in, more of care of creation and like solar panels and alternative energy kind of stuff. I'd like the bishop to come by, for the service and to help bless the solar panels as well as our stained glass window. While it is within my authority just to invite the bishop to come at any time, I don't like doing it without council's approval. And I would also like for a single, service for that day at 10 o'clock. Date I'm thinking is, Sunday, June 28th.
Okay. While we're doing the blessing, can we bless the food pantry? It's never been blessed.
Yeah, sure.
We just kinda opened up and said, here you go.
My predecessor's issues, but yeah, no problem.
Well,
I
we're
know.
better. We're better.
Put everything together,
Huh?
put it all in one and.
Yeah.
I'll put a can of corn up there.
So this would, this is,
The holy core.
I'd also like to invite the city council,
Mhm.
the Chamber of Commerce, the Visitors Bureau,
Okay.
all to come to this service, this
That would be
blessing.
nice.
I think, I know, the guy that was installing says there are some private residences that have solar panels, but I think us and, Calvary Camp
Mhm.
are the only commercials in the city of Conneaut that has solar panel.
Mhm.
Who else did you say, I'm sorry, besides city council and the chamber?
The Visitors Bureau,
What time are we talking about the service?
we're
10.
thinking 10 o'clock.
Do we wanna have a reception after that? Okay.
How about the Port Authority?
I can invite the Port Authority too.
Oh, just
How about the
invite,
police
just send an
department?
invite to City Hall saying
I-
you're all coming.
I want everybody to come,
Yeah.
you know? But especially those that have, a broader reach and can advertise a little bit more. This is both good news for not only us, but the city of Conneaut. And it brings, good mojo
I think,
to us,
I think,
Good mojo.
good mojo.
Yeah.
I think you can simplify the invitation really easy. Attention, City of Conneaut,
There
you're
you
all
go.
invited.
I could, and of course they are, everybody always is, but I want that, it's specifically, and I'd like your approval to do that.
I think,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Yeah.
What type of reception, cause it's something we would have to start working on if we're gonna
Yeah.
have quite a few people.
Think of potluck, or some potluck, something, in-house. I don't think we need to cater it.
A
Oh, no.
whole roasted pig.
You don't think we need to cater?
I don't think so.
So, I got to ask city leaders to.
No, well, we can, once we get this approved, we can then
Okay,
figure this out.
okay.
But it's June 28th.
June
We
28th.
can do sandwiches
Given,
and salads.
given it's a 10 a.m. service, I can cook.
Yeah.
I'll make pancakes or a bowl.
Thank you.
I'm serious.
Do we have to vote?
No,
I don't think
Okay.
so.
no.
General consensus agreed. Alright. Next up is a cleanup day here at the church. This is kinda to help de-cobweb, spring cleanup kind of thing. Jen, do you remember what day I suggested?
April 25th.
April 25th.
Saturday. It's a Saturday.
I believe it
And
would be,
I
yeah.
think you said
Just
1 to
confirm.
5?
1 to 5.
Oh, good.
Yeah. When I occasionally look at the ring camera in the narthex, there's a cobweb. Yes, Julie, our custodian, does come around and does de-cobwebs, but it would be helpful for her as well for just the beauty of the church to de-cobweb everything, including the chancel and the cross area.
And it's very, very, difficult to get behind, like where the stained glass is,
Yes.
and then behind the actual altar area,
Mm-hmm.
so.
We actually have a really long feather duster that fits almost.
No, I mean, this is down behind it,
Oh.
because we were, on the altar guild, we were talking about, how the heck are we gonna get back there and clean that?
Yeah.
None of us are agile enough,
Flexible.
flexible enough.
So that's one of the items. The shop is another area that I'd like to clean up. What else did I say?
What did you say?
How about all the window frames? All the window ledges, like in the fellowship hall and everything. They haven't been
Mm-hmm.
dusted and cleaned in a long time.
Mm-hmm. Not gonna ask anybody to wash the windows, cause it's a ton in here, but maybe we can figure something out to make it work.
Just do the ledges, I mean,
Just the ledges wouldn't hurt though, especially, I noticed I think decobwebbing is gonna be just a big ask in itself, because we're talking windows that need decobwebbing and a lot of areas. Yes. Oh, you don't have anything, okay.
I
Like
do,
you were
but
gonna
I'm
say
not gonna say it.
probably keep the curtains down
No.
and wash them.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh, I think it was picking up the grounds was another one.
Yes, that's right. So just general trash pickup, around this building. I'm not gonna go across the way.
That's April 25th.
Yes.
Gotta put that on.
1 to 5.
April's getting really busy. Oh no, May's busy too.
Yeah, I know, that's what I said.
May's really busy for her.
If kids volunteer or whatever,
Yes.
do they get community service hours?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So, do we wanna reach out to the school or anything to see if there's kids that need hours, or is that a bigger pain than?
No, we've actually reached out to the school, several people have, and we don't get much response.
Okay.
I've had a couple kids call me, or I'm coming.
They don't come.
Grace had said something about, the philanthropy group, but
Yeah, I think.
I don't think that we ever did get any of them.
She, she reached out to them.
Yeah.
Kids, hate to say this,
Kids are kids.
kids are kids, they actually don't wanna go out.
That's what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying, is that we're, you know.
We can always ask. We can always reach out. We can always ask.
Yeah, we can always,
But
I mean,
say
They
no-
all complain
no
they don't have
expectations.
hours, so they don't wanna do
Yeah.
anything to get them, you know.
That's sad.
Mm-hmm.
well, I get calls from people who need to do community service because of, they've been in trouble.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I'll be here.
What if we had, like a cookout, like hot dogs and stuff?
I was thinking, well, the reason we kind of just said 1 to 5 is A, it allows the food pantry people to participate in this, and B, they can have lunch before coming.
Yeah.
We can have booties for them, we can have some,
Like
drinks.
snacks and drinks,
Yeah.
of course, but I don't think we need a meal or something like that.
Well, we're getting kinda, yeah.
I was just thinking of kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you get the kids here? Feed them.
Pizza, put hot dogs, pizza,
Yep.
a
Okay.
food truck.
Okay, great. So, FYI. Natural gas, go ahead, Michelle.
Okay. I'm gonna give a big hands out to Mark. I reached out to Mark Lytle to help me with this because he's always taking care of it. So we have 2 sheets of people. One is on natural gas prices and one is on electric prices. So due diligence, our gas bill is like $1,300 a month.
No, that was just that month.
It was just that month, okay?
Over the summer, it was like 80 or 60.
I don't think I got one of those.
I'm
So-
really questioning how this is written, these numbers, but go ahead.
That's what I think he took off the bill that I gave him. So, Two things, first of all, we are not under contract right now, so we're on a month-to-month basis right now for our gas rates.
That's accurate.
On the back of this, there are several different options of gas rates that we could look at.
And these are all fixed rates for that term.
Correct, there's a fixed rate, so a fixed rate for 12, 24, 36, and 48 months.
Got it.
Consensus is gas is gonna continue to go up
Yeah.
for the next 5 years, it's gonna be expensive, so if we can get locked in at a lower rate, that would be good. If we were to pick one now, it would take 2 months, so we would be locked in for winter next year. That's what that is. The electric supply, we do have a contract right now. That doesn't end until November. I don't know if we should lock in at a rate. Because if we lock in at a higher rate, I don't know, because of the solar panels. The rate doesn't cover distribution, all we're gonna do is cover, it only covers the production part of it, doesn't cover the distribution.
Right, we have no control.
We have no control over the distribution rate. And again, there are several things here, now we are locked in at a price right now at 0.67 kilowatts per hour, and that's until November. So we have a little time until November to look at this to see if the rates go down, or what we wanna do, but I think the first thing we need to look at is natural gas.
I would agree. Electric won't go down.
No, but we got a little bit more time to do a little bit more research and maybe find a little bit decent rate. But natural gas is what we need to look at right now. So those are the rates on the back of this.
Those seem really high.
The thing is if we lock in, say we go for the 48 months, which is 4 years, for 4 years, that's gonna be our rate for our gas, no matter how high the gas goes. Or
Or how
low,
low.
Yeah.
or
Right.
low. But if the prediction is, it's not gonna drop.
I don't think it is, but.
And we're at 449 right now.
So this would still be lower than what we're paying. The question is, how many months do we wanna lock in for? And what company do we want to go with?
So Ohio Gas and Electric has an early termination fee.
Right, so if we decide after 2 years, before the 2-year fee, we would have to pay $150 if we found something cheaper.
Sometimes it's paying the early termination fee is
Better
worthwhile.
sometimes, it can be.
Sometimes.
It can be, sometimes.
We've switched suppliers in the past and they paid the early termination fee
That can
as a
happen.
customer.
That can happen as well. I mean, we're getting into a season, if you're not comfortable making a decision today, we are getting into the season, we're not gonna be using as much glass if you wanna look at this, but this is the rates right now.
There's no way to know even what they're gonna be next.
Yeah, we don't know. Right now, we're at whatever they are, whenever they produce the bill, we're on a month-to-month basis right now. And I think it could be as high as 10, you know.
Is there any, did you guys look into any of these companies? Is it better to go, other than price, is there any difference between the companies?
I can tell you I've used Ohio Gas and I've used Direct Energy and there has never been any difference.
And for electric, I've had AEP and OPEC. There's never been a difference.
No. It's just a matter of who bills you.
Pretty much.
Where it's really, where your money goes off to.
Yeah.
Overall, it's better to have a locked-in rate than a fluctuating one?
It could, oh,
If-
definitely.
If you expect rates to increase on average, then yes.
Over the past, as long as you've been doing this, have they ever gone down?
No.
Prices never go down.
Yeah.
No.
Once,
I mean,
once they get.
Let me back up. Back right when COVID came in, which is when we started looking at locking in rates, so 1920, they did drop down and we locked in at a really low rate. We were like at 3 cents versus the
Prices-
Sorry, my brain said 1920.
Yes,
Well,
you
Yeah.
did say 1920.
2019, 19
No.
or 20.
Yes, I got that.
Oh.
It took me a second
I said
to
19.
keep my
He's
brain.
funny, I'm like,
catch up
whoa.
on it.
That's what I heard that too.
Spanish flu time.
It was only
So-
3 cents in 1920.
Right?
Yeah.
So, we did well locking in at that rate then. And then we were locked in at 3.7, I think, over this last term that just expired, back in December or January.
So we were at 3 point something and now it's up to 4. And the prediction is it's gonna go even higher over the next 5 years.
Well, you got the volatility with the Middle East right now and everything else.
Well-
It's just,
Well, Mark said, he was talking to people, we are producing a lot of gas, natural gas here in our country. But it's being liquefied and sending overseas, so it's not helping us any.
Yeah.
I know. We're not tapping our own reserves, it's fine.
No, we're not. I mean, for the gas, natural gas, so.
I mean, if we lock in a rate, I don't think we should do it not more than 3 years,
Okay.
my opinion.
Anybody else's thoughts?
I don't understand enough of this, I just know low price good. The math on here doesn't make a lot of sense to me, that's the thing.
I mean, just looking at this chart, it seems like Ohio Gas and Electric would be the one to go with, because even at their 36-month rate, like, that's when it starts to equal what people's 12 months rate are at the next lowest price.
I would agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the only one that has the early termination fee.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
only one time terminated early on a locked-in price that we had because AEP came in and gave us a much better deal and paid that termination fee for us.
But with the termination fee, there's conditions for what that fee will be.
Correct. It's
Mhm.
150 or
The equal,
Liquidated
is
damages.
equal to the greater of 150 or liquidated damages, you agree is the remaining contract
Right.
quantity.
So basically, the earlier you do it within your locked-in contract, the more
More
you're
it's
going
gonna
to pay in
Right,
termination.
right. 150 is the minimum,
Right.
but they can charge us higher.
Looks safe, even with the termination fee.
So which one?
So is there any-
Gas and electric, is that
I
what
don't
you
know.
said?
Somebody,
What did you say?
What?
Which one did you say?
Ohio Gas and Electric.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say Ohio Gas and Electric for 2 to 3 years.
Are you making a motion?
Sure.
This is
The motion
first
on the
time.
table for, locking in the rate for Ohio natural gas for, pick one, 2 or 3 years.
let's see, 3.
3.
Okay,
We'll go
3
through.
years.
It's your motion, you gotta say
It's
the
your
words.
motion.
I mean, I will honestly say this is the first time council has ever passed a motion or voted on who we go with and how long our electric supply contracts are in utilities. It's always been handled by a committee outside of council.
Do you want it handled by that committee? Would you feel more comfortable with that?
Is there
Or
some-
is it-
I'm just saying,
I'm asking you though, are you more
that
comfortable?
committee is like non-existent
Okay,
right now.
okay.
It's building and grounds.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Pass
That's
it.
me. So I don't wanna get.
That's why I'm looking
no.
at you.
I thought it was finance committee that was gonna have to have that discussion.
No, it was building and grounds would come to us with the proposal and just say, this is what we wanna do.
Since that committee doesn't exist right now, it has to be
Yeah.
council. So the motion on the table is, 3 years for a locked-in rate for 3 years at Ohio Gas and Electric. Is there a second?
Second,
Nicholas, any further discussion?
Clarify that motion's for the natural gas supply.
Correct.
Okay.
And we're gonna table the electric
Ohio
until,
Gas and Electric for natural gas supply.
Correct. Just so it's not confusing.
Correct.
and we're gonna table the discussion on the electric rates until a little bit later this year, right? I would.
Maybe,
And now let's
maybe
just
not.
do one motion for the gas for right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Continue discussion on the electric next.
Mm-hmm.
Any other discussion regarding just the gas motion? Hearing, seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Passes unanimously.
I gotta learn how to spell that word. Abstentions, unanimous.
Unanimously? I do
And
too, but that's,
it does correct. it.
autocorrect is a
Yeah.
wonderful thing.
And the reason,
Sometimes.
I went to pastor and said, hey, have we looked into this? And he goes, no. I said,
Oh, probably, yeah.
I said, you want me to
It's
do
on
it?
the list.
And,
So, for,
I went to Mark Lytle just to see who he's dealt with, because this being a commercial versus a residential, it's different.
It is different.
And he really provided us a lot of good information. So I appreciate him helping me with this. Okay.
Excellent. Now the question is, do we want to table until closer to November, regarding electricity and have a new chart made? 'Cause that probably will change by then.
Oh, it definitely will change by then.
I think it will,
And won't the solar panels have,
we can see,
Any
kind of see
effect?
what we're doing with the solar panels and what we wanna do and for how long, I'm thinking. If we do table it until November, I would say we need to look at this in July, no later than August, because it takes 1 to 2 months before the new rates, you see it on your bills.
I would say end of August, cause we get the full, basically all of summer, and then starting to, getting ready to transition into the fall.
I mean, obviously, our rate right now is 0.67, we can already see how high the rates are right now for the electric rates.
So, the question regarding the solar, again, where solar only handles the production, which this handles.
Mm-hmm.
So our credit for our solar panels is dependent on the current rate of our electric.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, our credit is at 0.067 per kilowatt hour. Whatever rate we have for our electric, that's the credit that we get credited back.
So if we're in a locked in, then it's just staying at that.
Yes.
Okay.
That is correct.
And we're locked in right now until November.
So with our solar, that's a different question. That may or may not be a different question. But we can discuss this later.
well, I don't know anything about any of this,
Yes.
so.
If electric rates do continue to rise with our solar, maybe we don't wanna lock it in, so that our credit does go up.
You'd have to basically run a variable spreadsheet and run like 15 different scenarios, you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
So that would be,
It'll have a nice crossing graph as to where that rate's gonna be beneficial versus not.
exactly. Alright, so we will table this till, August
Okay.
council meeting. August council meeting. Alright, any other business for the good of the congregation or the church? Or the council, I should say. Alrighty. My focus areas that I am, working on, I am trying to understand the mutual ministry team and its progress and what it's supposed to do. So I am working on that. Haven't asked anybody or looked into anybody to recruit and train backups for Chris and Stacy.
Anybody have any ideas?
That's literally what I was gonna ask.
What's the thing?
Same word.
What's the backup?
For Chris Bertha and Stacy backups.
So somebody to be able to process payroll and payables and do the monthly finances, and Chris does the income side. So the counting and the depositing and the logging and Shepherd staff.
That's a lot of numbers.
It is a lot of numbers. It takes somebody with,
Some accounting background,
I don't know, I had zero accounting background when I took the role over.
okay.
Just enough of what I had working in a business environment for the years that I worked.
So we need someone
I've learned.
numberly inclined.
I mean, Diane Young did it before me,
Correct.
Lori O'Berry before her,
Correct.
Bob.
Piper, I'm trying to think of who might be good within who we have in the church. That would,
I have all that stuff, but I'm older than you.
or would just be a backup. I mean, if she can't do it, it would be a backup. It's not saying she's leaving.
No.
yeah.
Not that too.
No, you're
This
stuck
is
here.
in case, you know, I mean,
Let's say I get
Does-
sick, I have,
Yeah.
Stacy has surgery coming up,
Yeah,
and, or gets sick or something, and she can't run
Or she
payroll, or
has-
she can't write checks, or conduct checks or whatever.
mhm,
You know, this is, and process the whole computer
Mhm.
side, that's what the backup would do,
mhm.
okay? So think about people for that piece. Additional signatories for checks, with safeguards in place.
I'm just gonna go up there and see if they'll give it to me.
you can try.
Well, if you,
Or have them call me while you're there.
yeah, why don't we do that? I will do that.
Otherwise, I'm just pulling up my calendar to put it on my calendar.
Let me go up there tomorrow and see if we can, I
Alright.
can do that, okay? I'll say, here, I'm calling Stacy Rackett, see, this is Stacy Rackett, this is her
I am
phone.
the current signatory,
Okay.
only signatory.
Okay,
Okay. Executive committee to perform and complete employee evaluations before budget discussion section. That comes with the continuing resolutions. Once the continuing resolutions are approved, we have then actual quote unquote job descriptions for all of our employees, and that way the executive committee can help me create an evaluation form, and then I will evaluate the employees per discussion earlier.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So, the group, you're gonna have a group create,
the executive committee,
okay,
that's us.
I know. I'm learning.
That's the
that.
officers of the church, so
I got
Stacy,
you.
Michelle, you,
Kiwanis
and me.
too.
Yeah.
Alright. Reviewing and approving new continuing resolutions, we're working on that. And this is ongoing, always focal area, improve communications among church council, pastor, and the congregation. This is also a time when if you'd like to say, hey, this person told me something that, you need to tell the pastor or something, not now, because we're on a recorded meeting, but, you know, these are, as part of my improvement on these communications, I'd like to hear those things too. Okay? Very good. Anybody have anything else? Final questions before adjournment, or concerns, or blah, blah, blahs?
Blah 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 blah.
Okay.
Blah, blah.
Very good, then I'll accept a motion to adjourn the council meeting.
Motion.
Nicholas, seconded by Jen. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any other? Slow your roll, people. Any of those in the negative? Any abstentions?
Well,
You just lost your birthday.
Wait, one more thing.
I invite you to stand as you're able for in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
I thank you, my heavenly Father, through Jesus Christ, your dear Son, that you have graciously kept me this day. And I pray that you would forgive me all my sins where I have done wrong, and graciously keep me this night. For into your hands I commend myself, my body and soul, and all things. Let your holy angel be with me, that the evil foe may have no power over me. Amen.
Thank you, everybody. Hope to see you all tonight.